Gary, what's the sense in the build-up of this team now getting a top 5 matchup here?
I think our team's just looking at this as an incredible opportunity, a chance to show the lacrosse world, the development that we've had from last year to this year, and to represent, the 2024 team. We want to show up and demonstrate that we're capable of competing in top 5 games.
Now that you know what Mason's capable of at the X, when you have a team like Maryland that's got a really great face-off, man, does it become more strategic? Does it become more specific in strategy and trying to beat specifically what that player does?
No, I think the strategy, we always work on the strategy of face-offs, where to put the wing players and, where we're boxing out, what we're doing. So that stays the same. But for us, we're going into hoping that we're going to have more success, because certainly in the last couple of years, Maryland has dominated us on the face-off and really just provided so many opportunities for Maryland against us. And we're hoping that between Mason and Johnny that we can, at least get that to 50% and give ourselves, because we've played well against Maryland at times the last couple of years and played them fairly close. And certainly 2 years ago, we gave them one of the toughest games they had all year when they went undefeated. So we're hoping that hopefully helps us to, have success. But you got to do it on the field under the pressure. So that's what we're working on.
Speaking of face-offs, just how pleased have you been with that group as a whole this year, particularly, Mason?
What can I say? 3 games, 75%. It's been fun to watch, and it's what college coaches don't want when teams are dominating, winning 75%, and that's where we're at. So, but again, we're up against one of the best in the country and a proven quantity, as you would say, that he dominates the face-off, and it's a chance for our guys to show that they're top face-off guys in the country.
Coach, not necessarily on the Maryland matchup, but it's the first year that video review is in lacrosse, and I believe you've used it twice. What's your
I've used it
once?
Once?
Okay, so only once. What was your kind of thoughts on through 3 games, what video reviews bring?
I like it. It's the hard part is the limitations of it right now, that you can only review a goal, but a lot of times the issue is, was the player pushed in the goal crease or not pushed in the goal crease? So for example, we scored a goal, great. We landed in the goal crease, but we were pushed, and the refs called it a goal because that would be the right play. If there's a push and it goes in, it counts. But you got to throw a flag, and they didn't throw the flag. And sure enough, it got challenged, and that challenge was successful, but the refs even said it was a push, but we can't call that on the replay. So you're left with a situation where you lose a goal because the referee didn't call the right play at the time because they thought the goal was good, wipes out the penalty, we're good. So it's an interesting situation, and something that'll probably have to be addressed afterwards, because certainly I challenged one and it had the same scenario. We landed in the goal crease and we were pushed, and the refs even said, well, you were pushed, but you're in the goal crease, so it was no goal, it was a good call. But we didn't call the push, and on video it was a push. So it's like the video keeps showing calls, but you can't make the call. You can only call whether it was in the crease or not. So it's frustrating, but we'll get it straightened out one day.
Coach, what do you see from Maryland goalie Logan McNaney in that, and how are you going to, I guess, try and get it by him?
We just got to get good quality shots. I think that's something we have some great goaltenders on our team right now, and so we get to see that type of goaltending every day. So we truly do focus on getting good quality shots. I heard Coach March saying if you're open at 10, but you can get to the 8 and still be open, get to the 8. So that just means giving yourself a higher percentage chance of scoring. So that's the focus.
I know Will Mark hasn't been tested a whole lot so far, but just take me through your trust in him heading into Saturday.
Will's been tremendous for us, and he wants to be great. He competes every day at practice. He takes every practice like it's a game. Takes everything personal. So he'll show up. He'll be ready, and I'm expecting some great things out of him.
More generally, what do you consider some of Maryland's strengths this season as a team that you've seen on film?
Well, I was incredibly impressed by their defense last game, against Loyola they played, and I think they limited them to 16 shots on goal, which is spectacular. And, we're going to have to move the ball. We're going to have to work as a team to get good scoring opportunities. So definitely their defense is leading the way for them.